Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming through. My name is Anthony Kaziboni. In our diverse sectors, we've leveraged each other's strengths, and today we can get to share what we've accomplished. I'm hopeful that as you were coming in, you had a look at the display. You could see some of your contributions, some of your efforts, whether intellectually or in other ways. We would like money in kind. But if you haven't also, please do take some time to have a look at it. We are celebrating also the social impact we've made through the research that we've done, whether it's through the students and the projects that we've embarked on. We celebrate scholarly impact through writing, publications, through books and book chapters, and from those, drawing out recommendations and observations that influence policy. We also celebrate you. As a center, we've played a very important role in over 2 decades in interrogating and addressing complex social development issues. These that are persistent not only in the country, but across the global south. We celebrate 4 core achievements, and with you here, partnerships.
21 years is, of course, a remarkable milestone, one that offers us a moment to pause, to reflect, and honor a journey marked by purpose, resilience, and a deep commitment to advancing social research and human development in South Africa and beyond. When the CSDA was founded in 2004, it was 10 years after our first democratic election and was driven by a powerful idea that high-quality, engaged research could be a force for transformative change in post-apartheid South Africa. So the center began with a vision to not only understand poverty, inequality, and social exclusion, but to address them directly through evidence-informed policy, innovation in practice, and partnership with the communities that were most affected. And of course, over the years, it has been a highly successful center, celebrated as immensely powerful in the way that it has impacted policy and practice. And in this regard, I must of course begin by paying a tribute to Prof. Leila Patel, the founder, the activist, the scholar who has been a key architect of South Africa's post-1994 welfare system, helping to embed developmental approaches into social policy. So I'd like us to give her a warm round of applause. Over the past 2 decades, the CSDA's vision has been realized in ways that continue to inspire us. The CSDA has grown into one of the country's leading research centers in social development, earning a national and international reputation for rigorous scholarship and community engagement. From influencing social protection policy to investigating youth unemployment, aging and care, to confronting structural inequalities that undermine well-being, the CSDA's work has been bold and grounded, theoretical and practical, critical and compassionate. But the success of the center has never been about numbers or reports alone. It has always been about people. And so today we also pay tribute to all the researchers, the postgrad students, the PDRFs, the administrators, the partners, community stakeholders, donors, of course the board members and collaborators who've walked this path with our center. Your time, your ideas, your energy, and your belief in the mission of the CSDA has been the lifeblood of its achievements. We also remember that none of this work happens in a vacuum. Social development is never just an academic exercise. It is deeply political, deeply human, and often deeply personal. And as we look around today, 21 years later, and after 31 years of democracy, we know that the challenges we face remain urgent. Inequality persists, unemployment is rising, and communities continue to engage with the historical legacies of apartheid, poverty, and exclusion. So this anniversary is not only a celebration of the past and its achievement, it's a recommitment to the future, a future where evidence informs policy, where dignity and justice guide development, where the CSDA continues to be a home for critical thought, inclusive dialogue, and societally impactful action. So thank you for joining us for this special occasion and for your continuous support. It's wonderful to see the large number of people here, and for your belief in the work that the CSDA does. With these brief remarks, I would like to introduce and welcome our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Research and Innovation. She is not with us today, but she's provided a recorded message.
So I really would like to wish you well as we enjoy the celebration, 21st celebration of this magnificent research center and all its achievements and successes under one of our distinguished professors, Professor Leila Patel. I thank you.
As exemplified by the CSDA over 21 years, excellent research must respond to and be oriented towards helping achieve international imperatives such as the 17 SDGs. Excellent research must also help alleviate and end poverty and hunger. It must also help ensure good health and well-being. Excellent research must ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Excellent research must help achieve gender equality, and empower all women and girls. Excellent research must ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. It must ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Within the South African context, excellent research must circumvent the triple challenges of poverty, inequality, and unemployment. Excellent research must help build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. It must combat climate change and its impact. Research excellence is about solving real-world problems in addition to academic rigor. It is about problem-focused, solution-oriented, innovative, policy-relevant, collaborative, and team-based, multi-institutional, and transdisciplinary research, which breaks disciplinary silos. That is, excellent research ought to transcend disciplinary boundaries to create something entirely new that goes beyond the sum of its parts. To reiterate for emphasis, excellent research must focus on real-world problems and seek to develop solutions that are not constrained by traditional disciplinary boundaries. The NRF is indeed delighted to join this 21st anniversary celebration of the CSDA and sincerely shares the joy because the NRF basks with pride in the glory of success of collective research and innovation outputs with palpable societal impact, such as the seminal work of the CSDA over the last 21 years. The NRF also pays tribute to those researchers who contributed to the CSDA scholarship over the last 21 years, are also unequivocally recognized by their peers as quintessential international scholars in their field for the high quality of their research and innovation outputs, and underscore with societal impacts. Thank you.
Favorable global and national factors made this possible. The first is the proposal to establish the CSDA came in the aftermath of the World Summit for Social Development, adopted in Copenhagen by 175 nation states 30 years ago. It was a landmark document that set out an approach to social development that attempted to challenge the neoliberal orthodoxy of the time and redefine the agenda for the building of more just and equitable societies. And our work in the CSDA is very much about innovation and also growing transformational leaders to take forward the country's social policy agenda in both theory and practice, coupled with institutional change was vital to realizing this agenda. Looking back, I think the success of the CSDA can be told from different perspectives. Our students, our postdoctoral fellows, our researchers, the communities that we served, and the partnerships that we have forged. I think what sets us aside or apart from other centers is the unique model of engaged research for social change that we developed in our center over a long time. And that is not just me, but our whole team. And I think that there's a great pride in that model. The national and global context in which we gather today should not be lost on all of us. As we prepare for our contribution to the Second World Summit for Social Development to be held in Doha, in Dakar, in Qatar, in early November, the role and contribution of the CSDA and its partners is as relevant as it was 30 years ago. Faced with polycrises, climate change, technological developments, violence and conflict, and rising neoconservatism and nationalism, persistently high poverty rates, a lack of productive employment and decent work, and the need for a more inclusive country and world should be at the front and center of our work in the coming years. I wish to thank the University of Johannesburg, our gracious dean of our faculty, the National Research Foundation, social investors of whom are here today, and we are grateful that you have come, and some with whom we've worked with for a very long time. And our many partners, including some who go back many years, from the National School Nutrition Program, Karina and Nao, and Eugene, and we'll hear more about it. But those were some of our very early projects and partners, and we learned so much from that. Our colleagues, students, and friends of the CSDA for helping us build a true center of excellence that is both locally and globally impactful, one that we can all be proud of. I thank you.
Through Leila's vision that has been so inspired and years of commitment and hard work, Leila has really laid down the foundation. And over the past few years, Lauren has built on this foundation. She has structured our work into clear thematic areas. She has strengthened our systems and extended our reach. And thanks to this, the CSDA has earned a reputation as a trusted voice, where our research is recognized and where our policy makes a difference. I just wanted to show off a little bit about all the accomplishments that we've achieved. So Lauren's written it down for me. In the past few years, we've published over 500 journal articles, 90 research reports, 157 book chapters, 22 books, and we've graduated over 100 postgrad and PDF students. So well done to Leila, Lauren, and the team.
CSDA, in partnership with Salju and other researchers, had over a period of time, as Professor Lauren Graham mentioned, did research to understand what it would take, what kinds of support young people need in order to transition into the labor market. And at a high level, the research found that young people face a number of challenges all at the same time that hinder their ability to even look for opportunity. It found that young people don't know where to go to access the resources and support services that are available to them. And it found that at that local level, service delivery for young people was actually quite poor. And so CSDA, in partnership with Salju and others, implemented the basic package, designed and implemented the basic package of support that was aimed to address these challenges. There were 5 pilot sites, now 3, over a period of 6 years. And the pilot really provides, or the basic package of support provides a really comprehensive, multifaceted approach to the NEET problem.
We needed to strengthen the enabling environment by also coming and addressing the issues of how does government also deregulate in certain instances, because again, it's no use us wanting to advocate for public-private partnerships, but the regulatory system remains in place that does not allow for other players to come in. There's also the issue of the trust deficit, right? But our partnership with the DBE has stood as a good example of how we can go about ensuring that the enabling environment is strengthened. I'll leave it there for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those reflections.
I'm from Orange Farm, ladies and gentlemen, and Orange Farm is a township plagued by drug abuse, plagued by unemployment, plagued by mostly, what can I say, problems that are facing the youth. So, starting out, before going to the basic package of support, I had struggles with as Mem said, I had mental struggles. I was very anxious. I wasn't sure of my future. There was a lot going on. There was a point in time where I was actually suicidal, I won't lie. But actually going to see my coach, which was Sisma Tidiso, she actually showed me that I have what we call an inner strength. She showed me that I could take my weaknesses and turn them into strengths. Getting the chance to be within the basic package actually helped me a lot. Currently now I'm very confident. I'm speaking in front of 1,000 people. Thank you very much, thank you. Actually, and I'm very, very thankful for everything, and I hope that you continue to do such things for others, not just me, but others in the ground, because there's a lot to do. As I say, no man is an island, and we can never change South Africa alone. We need all of us to change it. Thank you very much.
I am left with the task of delivering a very heartfelt vote of thanks on behalf of the CSDA. I know there have been many thanks shared this evening, but I do think one that comes from the center is really crucial.